Hey everybody, welcome back to IndieGamesAAA.com's The Great Digital TCG Search of 2014. I'm your host, PDAM, aka Pete Maschio. One's an alias, one's not. And today is the results show for the first round of game. There's one game in that round. There's still 3 to go. But I'm going to choose the winners one by one as it happens. The 2 games we had in this round were War of Omens and Infinity Wars. I enjoyed both greatly, and that was probably the biggest difficulty in doing this, is that both games are really good, and both are good for different reasons. Now, War of Omens kind of came in as a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting it to compete with Infinity Wars, as I thought Infinity Wars was like a top-notch digital TCG. I mean, it's on Steam, guys. If it's on Steam, it's gotta be good. It was free to play, and it fit a lot of my requirements for like the type of digital TCG I wanted. It had good, solid deck building mechanics, interesting gameplay tactics, taking your turn at the same time. And then War of Omens kind of was a browser-based game that I didn't expect to be anything, and it actually really ended up enjoying, and I put a bunch of time into, and built a good amount of decks in, lost a bunch of online games in. So it was difficult because I really, really enjoy both. So I'm wondering which one I should pick, and I've kind of already made my decision. So first of all, I'd like to say that whichever game wins, the other game is not getting a knock. I'd actually prefer these to be in a separate bracket because I'd really like to continue playing both of them. But for the sake of bracketology, kind of have to choose one, and in the end, I think I made the decision that War of Omens was really good and brought in a different element to the competition than Infinity Wars was able to. I felt like I was going to get kind of that Infinity War style gameplay from something else, without, getting like a whole different perspective on gaming. And to be honest, War of Omens appeals to my board gaming side as well as my card game side. Has deck building elements in it, and not only that, but also you build your deck, then you build your deck in game, which I really like. So strategy, you can actually kind of adapt your strategy on the fly, and although I'm not super good at it yet, I feel like I learned a lot about that game. And to be quite frank, I found myself playing War of Omens more, and I found it more accessible. The thing is that their app is not coming out anytime soon, but I guess that doesn't particularly matter to me because I own a Windows phone. So as much as I want to take into account how good the apps are going to be and how accessible they are through mobile gaming, it doesn't really matter because at this point I can't play anything that anybody releases anyways. But one of the parts that really affected me in accessibility was the fact that I own a touch tablet for Windows, so I could play War of Omens in my browser using touch. I could also play Infinity Wars, but it did not run well on my tablet. And War of Omens, I don't know, I think I enjoy the small tight-knit communities around games. I enjoy them a lot, especially when it comes to indie games, when the teams are concerned enough to contact you and try to make you comfortable with the game. That's good to me. It means they care a lot about their game, and I'm sure the people at Infinity Wars do too. And if I'd contacted them, I'm sure they would have spoken to me. But in the end, I don't know, War of Omens, kind of the medieval aspects of it, as well as the deck building aspects of it, like really, really appealed to me. And yeah, it was difficult. It was going to be difficult to pass up on War of Omens, so decided that will be moving on to the next round. And in the meantime, I guess, thank you to the people at War of Omens, at Fifth Column Games, for making me feel at home with that game and helping me learn about that game a lot. Your tutorial was great. I'm going to pull up my bracket now. I have it all ready to go. I just need to see which 2 games I'm going to be covering next week. I'm pretty sure I know. I want to double check so I don't lead anybody astray. So next week I will be covering, on the other side of the bracket, I will be covering Soulforge and Faria. They're in Group A, whereas Infinity Wars and War of Omens was in Group D. So I'll be covering Group A. So either Soulforge or Faria will be, I'll be covering it on Thursday. Most likely Soulforge, because I'm really familiar with that. I want to give myself more time to accustom myself to Faria. And then War of Omens will end up facing the winner of Hearthstone and Hex. Hex is still up in the air. Not sure if that game is something I'll have access to. But otherwise, War of Omens will either be facing Hearthstone or Hex. So congrats to Fifth Column Games for moving on. Good luck. I can't wait to revisit the game. That'll be like probably 4 weeks, 5 weeks down the line, something like that. And in the meantime, I'll probably continue playing it and trying to get better. But yeah, I think that's it for that, for Group D. Now we move to Group A. So previewing Soulforge and Faria. I really look forward to that week. Those games are really different from each other. So it is going to be a really interesting matchup, and really, really difficult matchup for me to make a decision on. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back Thursday with Soulforge. So check that out, and then the following week will be Faria, and then that Friday will be the next set of results. So thanks for sticking with me up to this point. Look forward to this moving forward. Congrats, War of Omens. Good job.